Let the Christmas card making commence because our holiday 2023 stamp, stencil, die, and hot foil plate release is available now. All of these new products are available in our online shop, and I can't wait to share them with you. Let's start by taking a look at some of our 4x6 clear stamp sets with coordinating products. Up first is our Christmas presents stamp, die, and stencil set. Now you'll notice that the presents are all on one stamp set, which makes it easy to align with the coordinating stencils and then the coordinating one piece die. There are three really fantastic sentiments included on this stamp set, and there is a die for each one of those. Now, it is a five-piece stencil set, and when all is said and done, this is what your packages look like. Now, this is one of those stamps and stencil sets where you can use the stamps and stencils together, and you can also use them separately. And when you use the stencil separately, you won't have that outline, and you'll get that more soft, no line stenciling feel. Now, here is a card I've created using these fun products. I heat embossed the presents and then ink blended. This is a new hot foil background that I'll introduce a little bit later in the video. Now, another set we have, um, we're releasing today, pardon me, is our festive tickets stamp, die, and stencil set. Now, this one is really, really fun because this one is based all on this fun little ticket right here. So you've got these cute elements that you can stamp and then use the coordinating stencils to color them in. This is what they look like when you're done coloring them. And then there is a one piece die for cutting all of those elements out. Now, of course, you can use these however you see fit on a card, but we have specifically designed them for this adorable little tag here. And then we've got little filigree elements and some really fantastic sentiments for um, uh, adding them in and turning them into tags. Now, these would be perfect for adding to gift packaging, place settings, gift bags, so many options. But you can also just turn them into a card, which is what I did with them. You'll notice I created quite a few of them. I used all of the elements and I popped a couple up off the card to give the card some added dimension. And I think that this set is really just very fun. Now, these two sets have that more modern and graphic feel, and I think you're really going to love creating with them. So let's take a peek at a few more examples from our team and welcomed guests. Now, sticking with stamp sets, we are going from the more modern graphic to the more modern and floral. Let's start with Floral Bauble. This is a three-piece product suite. It has a 4x6 stamp set, coordinating die, and the coordinating layering stencils. Now, if you attended our Create and Connect holiday event last year, this was a set that was in that event kit. So if it looks a little familiar, that is probably why. But we love it so much, we had to release it. Now, the great thing about this is we did do this for Christmas, and the sentiments on the stamp set are Christmas. But this floral bauble with the bow and the floral piece itself, you can absolutely use these for a wedding or an engagement card, a baby card, celebration, really any type of celebration. We think that this would be lovely on. Now you'll notice that the bauble itself, the ribbon, and the filigree or the greenery, pardon me, are all on one stamp. And that makes it coordinate easily with the coordinating layering stencils. And then you've got that one piece die to cut them all out. And then there is a die for cutting out this fantastic little scripted Noel. Now, when all is said and done, this is what your image looks like. Now, this set, we do believe that you can use the stamp and stencil together or also apart from one another. So keep that in mind. Now, I haven't used that quite yet for the release, but I will show you examples using this set momentarily. Now, up next is our Winter Berries frame set. Now, this is a four-piece product suite. It has the stamp, die, stencil, and then we also included the matching hot foil plate. Now, the great thing about this is the frame comes all on one stamp, and it also, of course, is matching in the hot foil plate. That makes it easy to align with the stencils and the one piece die. But the great thing about this, within the one piece die, all of these elements cut out separately. So you have your choice. You can keep them in the shape of the frame, or you can use these shapes to accent um, your cards in different ways or your projects in different ways. You can turn it into a wreath. There are lots of options. So, this is what the lovely wreath looks like in the end when you're finished. Now, this is one where we think it is best to use the stamps and stencils together, or you can use the stamp alone and color it in whatever medium you prefer. But we wouldn't suggest using the stencils by themselves unless you want a somewhat abstract feel without having the stems. Now, here are a couple of cards that I have created using this set. So you'll notice that on this card, I kept the image as is and I kept it in the same shape of the as the frame. But then on this one, I changed it up and I turned it into a wreath. So, tons of possibilities with this set. I feel like we made it extremely versatile. So, you could use it in a lot of different ways. So, we hope that you enjoy that feature. And let's take a look at some more examples from our team and guests using these two beautiful new product suites. So, Christmas is that time of year when you're creating a lot of sentiments. Typically, people create quite a few Christmas cards each year. So, we have some new sentiment sets that we think are going to really help you with your Christmas card creating, especially if you are a bulk creator. The biggest one for that we think is our Basic Banners Christmas. Now, this is the holiday installment for our Basic Banners uh, product suite that we've come out with. Now, this is the coordinating die. This released in April, and we currently have two more stamp sets that already match it, Basic Banners Celebrate and Basic Banners Everyday Sentiments. And now we have Basic Banners Holiday, or excuse me, Basic Banners Christmas. So it has 12 different sentiments included on it, and they coordinate perfectly with the banner die. Now, something I want to mention, I try to mention it each time we are creating a new product for this die, is you do need to stamp your sentiments onto a panel that is larger than 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. I actually do about 4 1/2 by 6 1/2 because you need some room for these banners. So just keep that in mind. Now we have another set of large sentiments and is aptly named Holiday Large Sentiments. Now you get 10 really fantastic sentiments. These are bold, they've got a real modern feel to them. You've got a good mix of standard fonts and scripted, and every single sentiment on this set has a coordinating die to make it easy to cut out. So you can use them with or without the die. That is to your preference, but we love having the die set available for this just for ease of creating. Now, I haven't used the holiday large sentiments yet, but I have used the banners on a couple of cards. You've already seen this card, and I'll show this one a little bit more in depth in a minute. And just to show you how great this is, in the end, you just have all of these sentiments ready to go. You can do it on different colors. There's so many different options, and then really super easy for bulk creating your holiday cards this year. Now, finally, a holiday release isn't complete without some standalone items to really help bring your cards together. So let's start with our hot foil products. We have two new hot foil sentiments with coordinating cuts already included in the packaging, so you don't have to buy them separately. We've got Holly Jolly and Fa La La, and then, of course, the die to cut around the outer layer of the sentiment. And then we have our Sparkle and Shine hot foil plate. I used this on the background of the Christmas presents card I shared with you earlier. really versatile background. We're releasing it at Christmas because we thought the design was perfect for Christmas, but we really feel like you could use this all throughout the year. And don't forget that you can also use our hot foil plates for dry embossing as well. Now let's move on to a couple of standalone dies. Now up first, we've got our large snowflakes and then our snowflakes cover plate. I did want to mention once again that these were a part of our Holiday Create and Connect event last year. So if you recognize them, that is probably from where. But the great thing about these is they are just a really fantastic add-on pieces for all of your holiday cards. The snowflakes are gorgeous. You've got three different sizes that you can use. You can cut them from any type of paper, cardstock, glitter, foil. The sky is the limit. And then this is a really fantastic cover plate. It's got this lovely snowflake pattern on it. It just adds a ton to your card design. So let's take a closer look at that card I created. I've got the Holly Jolly hot foil plate included as the sentiment. And then I've included both of those snowflake pieces, and just look at how fun those are. Now, finally, we have one more cover plate die. This is our stitched Christmas star cover plate die. You'll notice there is no cut line, pardon me, on the edge of this one. So, while it's not a repeating pattern, you still can make it and use it on a larger piece of cardstock if you would like to. Now, I've shown you these cards already, but you'll notice on these cards, I've used them in the background. And for this card here, I actually die cut the cover plate. And on this card here, I actually used it to dry emboss. So the look is just a little bit different, but really lovely for both. Well, that is a look at our entire 2023 holiday release. We're so excited about how it turned out, and we hope that you are as well. Now, if you would like to see more inspiration with today's release, be sure to check out our August release blog hop that's going on. There's a video link in the video description below, and there are a ton of giveaways along the hop, so you'll definitely want to check it out. Speaking of giveaways, we have a grand prize giveaway right here. All you have to do to win the entire release is in the comments, let us know what your favorites are. And just a reminder, I didn't say you had to pick just one. Well, we hope that you love our holiday product release as much as we do, and we can't wait to see what you create with it as well.